everyone, I'm Rhiannon Edwards, author of the Aphora duology, a young adult paranormal romance. Welcome back. I just wanted to welcome everybody back and sort of give a bit of an idea of what's going to be happening over the next few months. So with that in mind, I just want to say thank you to everyone who has been following me. I have still been on Twitter and there are some amazing people on there. I've still been discussing things and, you know, working with other indie authors. I've got a few things in the pipelines for that and I'm really excited about. And I also want to say thank you to like the 5 subscribers that I have. Like, I know for some people that's like ridiculous, but I'm like, woo, 5 people. That's exciting to me. So thank you. And to all those who are watching these really random, weird videos, thank you again. I hope they're really helpful. Well, we moved our house, so we had a lot to pack up, and then we obviously moved, and it's quite difficult trying to unpack when you have a 1-year-old who needs constant supervision. So one of us was only able to unpack at a time, which did make things slightly difficult. Sorry if you can hear the squeaks, it's this blimmin' chair. I will be getting a new one when I sort this room out. Well, that's the point. So you can see my bookcase in the background, but this side I think you can see a little bit of just the boxes. So this is obviously one of our spare rooms, and it's a little bit of a mess, isn't it? There's an iron there, and then move over to my desk, which again is a mess, full of my like iced tea and stuff like that. And do you want to see what my delightful son did? Can you see this? Sorry. Can you see this? Lovely, yeah. Let me put you back. You're on my windowsill. Oh goodness. Oh goodness gracious me. Oh, hang on. Oh, let me turn you a bit around that way because no one needs to see that. Are you wonky now? So shall I do a quick summary about Camp NaNo, because I don't think I actually properly ended that. Obviously we got the date we were moving. Did change my goal to 30k, but I only got to 23k. Now I say only, I was quite disappointed about this at first, but then I had a friend say, yes, but Rhiannon, you've got 23k done. I was like, okay, yeah, I have got 23k done. I've got, you know, I've like a good third of the book done, and that's the 3rd book in the trilogy. So I'm about to release the 1st book, Hunted, which I'll talk about in a minute. I've had the 2nd book drafted, and that's been alpha read and back to me, so I'm ready to start on those sort of edits, but I need to finish off what I'm doing with book 1. Again, stop, Rhiannon, talk about that in a minute. My biggest thing is because I feel like I have something to prove. Aphora took me 4 years to publish 2nd book. I had a lot going on in that time, but I mean, really, there are excuses. There might be valid excuses, but they're still excuses. And so I wanted to prove that I could release them properly, because who's going to follow an author that takes 4 years between books? I wouldn't do that. And I am so proud of what I'm about to release. Hunted and the whole Bloodline Alliance trilogy is exactly what I would want to read. So again, I'm quite excited about that as well. I'm also going to be changing how I do things. So at the moment, I've been doing blogs like every week, and sometimes they're quite random, and I've been enjoying that. But I really want to start streamlining and focusing on my writing and writing in general. But yeah, so I hopefully will be doing reviews. I'd like to say once a month, but probably more likely once every 2 months. And then I want to be doing more like video uploads. So Hunted is the name of book 1 in the Bloodline Alliance trilogy. I'm so excited about this book, guys. Even editing it, like, you get to a point where you're like, I cannot read this anymore, but I'm still really excited about it. So I've had like beta feedback back. That's funny. It's been a fun process, and I'm really glad that I did it. So all the feedback has been really positive. I did have one crazy outlier who likes the story, the premise, but I don't think she's got on well with my writing at all. But it was quite frequently where she would say something and I'd be like, oh, and then go to my other beta readers and I'd look at their feedback for like the specific issue, and like they all loved it. So I'm like, okay, so there has to be an element of that's an opinion and not everybody's going to like it. She was still really nice and lovely. So yeah, I've been doing editing based on that. I'm nearly at the end, so I have just got sort of like the last 6 chapters left, and the last few chapters, the very ending, does need a bit of restructuring. So I want to get that done this week before I go back to school. Do you think that's possible? I think that's possible, because then I'm sending it off to the copy editor and she basically goes through and looks at grammar, spelling, punctuation, all that. She's very good at going, that sentence, you need to reword it. So it's not simply like a spag thing. She does sort of give me feedback on things that do need changing, and she was amazing in my last one which is the first time I used her, because she picked up even the smallest of little things when I took out certain chapters from the manuscript, and she was like, when I gave her the final copy, she was like, you took out this chapter, why is it in the chapter list? And I was like, oh, I never noticed, I never thought. Maybe I was paying her to do that, but I felt like she did a really good job of picking up all those little things that I never would have thought of, that went beyond just spelling, punctuation and grammar, I think. And really excitingly, I have just commissioned my front cover. I'm so excited about this. I was racking my brain for ages, and she's brilliant for understanding what I give her. She did the Aphora covers for me, and basically I got together a bit like a mood board of sort of different book covers that I liked the design-ish. I'm very good at going ish. I like this ish, this ish. So I've given her that brief-ish and I'll see what she comes back with. I should be getting that this week. Well, the first variant of that. I nearly finished the editing from betas, then it'll be going to the copy editor. I've commissioned the front cover. So really, the last thing to really talk about is the release date. I don't want to commit to a release date because of what happened with Aphora. I want to know categorically it's going to be out when I say it's going to be out. It will be out before Christmas. She says, touch wood. It will be out before Christmas. In my head, I'd love for it to be sort of October. It's probably going to be to November, now I've said that. Just want to get this out. I want to get this out there. I'm so, so proud of it. So once I've got all that ready, so all of those things I spoke about, the editing, the copy editor, the book cover, that should all be done by the end of September. And then you start like the marketing thing. I want to go to ARC readers. Right, I'm going to stop this video there because I feel like I'm now starting to ramble. If you haven't been onto my website recently, go check it out. I'll leave the link below. And does it sound really needy and desperate if I say, if you like this video, to hit like and subscribe? Maybe. I've seen lots of other videos, people put like little like buttons and little subscribe buttons like at the bottom. Like, do you think I can edit that in? I don't know. Who knows? Well, you do, because it'll either be there or it won't be. So I'm sorry. Like, I know it's a really small amount, but for a little nobody like me, it's really, really exciting. So thank you so much if you do. Hopefully, this content will become a little bit more exciting than just me rambling on. And I will see you again soon. Hopefully, next week. Bye. Of a war between no. Computer says no. Oh, elevator pitches suck. Again, you've written a whole story and then you're expected to like narrow it down to like a sentence.